Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol. I got some down bitches I can call. I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'm gonna ball to the day I fall, ball to the day I fall, long as my niggas love me. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and we are back for yet another show. It's getting late. Why you got to be here? Yes, it is late, and hey, I was trying to go live earlier, but I was noticing my internet was going up and down because it has gotten very windy here in Texas where I'm at right now. And I didn't know if the internet was going to be stable enough. I said this shit might go out, but then I thought about it and I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go for what I know. If it go out, it go out. But I got to wait late, around. I can't go no earlier than like 10 o'clock because of the service. So I was waiting around, and then I said, yeah, I might not, but then I said, nope, I want to go live, so here I is. So that's what we're doing. That's what it is, and hey, I hope it works out. I hope everything's good and won't have no problems. So we will, we'll see how it goes. But other than that, I hope y'all doing all right. I had a good show the other day, the anniversary show. The anniversary show really gives me I guess for me, it's more of a reflection type of thing where I get to really just think about, where I started, where I'm at, and kind of like where I'm going. So it was definitely good in that regard, and I really did. I enjoyed it. I really did, and it made me think about, oddly enough, a lot about you guys, and I really do appreciate y'all, and I really do. I don't ever want to take for granted those of you who not only take the time out of your lives to watch and listen to what I got to say, but those of you that actually donate your time, your energy, and your resources to what it is that I'm doing here. And I never want to take that for granted. So I hope that none of you all feel that way. I hope that you all don't think that, but I definitely do appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I honestly do. And it's been a great time and a great ride. This is such a good thing, not just, I think to help other people, but it's also a good thing for me. It really is, because there's a lot that I have within me that I want to get out, and this allows me to do that. So, with that being said, I really do just want to get that across and convey that, because that was kind of like the biggest thing that I got from just the anniversary show, and that's where I'm pretty much at. Um, and I was really thinking about some things and some ways that I can improve the platform, and I'm gonna do that. But I really, really, really got the takeaway of you guys, and I really got that and said, "Damn, these are people that I don't know." Well, the 99% of them are people that I don't know. I've only met maybe a handful of these people actually in person, but yet and still, you guys support me and you guys show up for me, each and every day that I go live. Just like, and in that regard too, I need to acknowledge my moderators. One of my best moderators, CJ Gunn, always there. Always there to tell me shit like, nigga, put the motherfucking chat up. Like I don't have right now. Or she's there to, put the pay, just doing simple stuff like putting the PayPal up for me to pin to the chat. That's something that I forget to do a lot of times, but she has helped me to get better at remembering that. Things like that. The Jason Guns, the Alexes, those of you that just really take your time and energy to just really make sure that I'm, being the best version of myself and really just getting the show and moving the show along. I do appreciate you guys. So to all my moderators, I say thank you. More importantly than those people are the ones that actually donate to the show, that are join the membership. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All of those people that you see in the chat that have a green name, those are people that have subscribed to my channel and have joined the membership, where they pay a certain amount every month just to help keep the lights on, to keep this shit going, and to say, hey, God damn it, we like you. And I appreciate that. So each and every one of you guys, Oganda Smith, Illa Dre, those guys that are in the chat that donate. My man Crestline Iceberg, those people that are in the chat that actually just take that time out to say, hey, not only am I going to click the like button, I'm going to, go ahead and click the subscription button, and hey, give you a few dollars every month. And it's like, that means a lot. So I want to thank you guys. I hope that, I was just about to say that, Illa Dre, I hope that it's worth it to you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy it. And also, I definitely want to make sure that I acknowledge those of you who actually donate every show, every other show, or just when you ain't got shit else to do and got a couple extra dollars. Those of you that donate to the PayPal and that donate to my Cash App, thank you. I appreciate it. It's much, much, much appreciated. It helps with what it is that I do. It helps when those days come when I don't want to do shit, or I'm tired, or I don't really feel up to it. I think about you guys that have donated. I think about you guys that are channel members, that have memberships, and I say, God damn it, I owe them. So I definitely make sure that I try to do that, and I try to make sure, hey, when those days go by and life is getting ahead of me, where I can't go live, when I stop the presses and say, nope, I'm going live tonight. Like tonight, I could have been like, damn, the internet might fuck up, show might get fucked up. But I said, nope, I got people that donate, and I got membership, people that are subscribed to the membership. I owe y'all. So here I am. And that shit really does matter. And that's something that, in life, you want to take care of those that take care of you. But that's something that I learned just from broadcasting. I learned that from Tommy. I learned that, the effort that he puts into doing his show, the effort that he puts into what he says, that's something that I learned from him. And just see him say, hey, y'all donating, I'm gonna make sure I give y'all a show. I'm gonna make sure I give y'all some hours. I'm gonna make sure that I take the time out of my schedule, to make sure that you guys are getting quality content. I learned that from him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I understand it now more so than ever how important that is to do those kind of things, to show those people that actually do support you. Because a lot of times you don't have people in your corner, and the people you thought was in your corner really ain't in your corner. And the people that you thought would support you really don't support you. But those that do, those are the ones that you definitely make sure that you take care of. So thank you guys. And that's why we're here. So without further ado, and see, here we go. Just like somebody just hit the cash app. Shout out to my man James Horn. Shout out to Deontay Logan. Shout out to my man Illa Dre. Shout out to my man D Will. Sent $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So it's like those are the things that I'm just talking about, and people, hey, y'all here and y'all show up. So thank y'all. It's 1:00 in the morning, and I mean, here y'all at. Here y'all go. So I appreciate y'all. So we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna learn some things, talk about some things, and I really got a good show that I want you all to really see. This is really really a good show. I really think that there's a great point of view in this show tonight that I think needs to be addressed from what most people will see from what was already shown. I got a little different take on it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Okay, I want to bring this up, but I wanted to ask you all a question real quick. Actually, let me start my real quick timer. Bing bong. Hey, what do you all think about Deion Sanders going to Colorado and leaving whatchamacallit, Jackson State? I just saw in a little highlight, I saw that Ed Reed is now going to be coaching Bethune-Cookman. He's going to be the head coach at Bethune-Cookman. But I was like, wow. So, yeah. But I wanted to know what you guys' thoughts were on that. If y'all could just let me know in the chat what y'all think. And if y'all thought that Deion should have stayed, it was good that he left. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people have had mixed. I've kind of like heard maybe a 60-40 type of thing, but I know some people was mad that he left. Some people wanted him to stay and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to know what you guys' opinion was of that. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up because I want to make sure that I have the right, because I don't think this is the right video. And let me do that just to be sure. Yep. Remove. Oh, I may be able to have time to show y'all that because I didn't get to show that last time. So I'm going to leave that up. Yeah, let me make sure I got the right one. Nope, I don't. I'm so glad I looked at this because I almost screwed up. Yep, almost screwed up. So, because that's for the other show. Yeah. Okay, yep, yeah, I got to pull these up. So give me a second.
She's got a gun.
Yep. Here we go. Yeah. So I see people glad that he left. Okay. Best move. Jackson State was doing too much nigga shit. I don't blame him for leaving. He went where his work would be recognized. Yeah, I thought him and his sons got robbed at Jackson. I could be wrong. Fantastic. He's not Their savior. Yes, I agree with that. Wolf Bear, his office was broken into and his son's cars were broken into. Yep. No, they were stealing from him every week and even robbing him while he was on the field. Too much niggardry. Yep. Yeah, buddy. So I guess my thing was this. I didn't think that, Deion, number one, was, I guess, beholding to Jackson State. I don't know why people have the expectation for that, for him to just say, "Oh, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna be here for 30 years and coach and do it." I don't see why he would need to do that. I don't see what the need is for that. Deion is not the only available qualified college coach for Jackson State or any other HBCU. Because a lot of people were trying to put the whole, well, you should do it for the HBCU. But my thing is, in trying to do that, you're gonna hold back your potential and what you can do. It's like, why wouldn't you venture? And my thing is like, even if he goes to college to Colorado and never win a game, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Why would he not go to a better school, a school with way better funding, way better facilities, and just an overall better opportunity? That's in the, I mean, because by that logic, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. By that logic, then that means he should just coach high school football and should never leave there because high school football players need him. Any and everybody who is under this man's tutelage and just his coaching, they will benefit no matter what level they on. So it's like, why would he feel the need to have to just stay at Jackson State to coach? And if he leaves, he betraying the culture, or he's leaving these black kids that need him so much. No, I believe he came there. He did a great job with what he had, and he provided. To me, it was a win-win opportunity. Number one, he wanted to coach on the next level, and number two, he was able to help Jackson State benefit from not just his celebrity, but him as a coach, him as the skill, and also the connections he has. That school is poor, was poor, and pretty much didn't have shit, especially for a football team. And he did that as far as the fields, as far as the facilities, the improvements that occurred. All of that stuff was because of him. So he came there, made your whole situation better, and now people would be mad or upset that he left? That makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. So it's like, that to me was just insane that people have that. But then I thought about it,
chaotic
and
is
I
definitely a
said,
great
this
word.
is classic. And just like somebody put in the chat earlier, niggardry. This is nigga shit. Black folks have this savior complex to where anybody that is of any success, you supposed to save them and take care of them. For how long? Forever. Forever. That's your responsibility. If you really down for the culture, if you really down for your people like you say you is, your responsibility is to take care of your people indefinitely. You ain't, whatever you teach them, they don't want you to teach them how to be successful. They just want you to do for them. Indefinitely, for perpetuity. Till you die, nigga. And then we'll ask for the next nigga to come along and save us. That's just what it is. And here's the other part to that. Now, all the while he was there, and what he did while he was there, like they mentioned in the chat, and to his what do you call it? Not to his benefit, but to his credit, he didn't mention all of the. He mentioned it, but he didn't harp on all of the real live fuck shit that was going on. People stealing from him, breaking in his office, breaking in his kids' cars and shit like that, which is shit that niggas do. And they do it all the time, no matter who you are. Not just because it was Deion. Any successful nigga that live amongst niggas, they're going to get involved and suffer from nigger shit. Period. Stealing, fighting, all of that shit. They're going to do it. So it's like if you're going to subject yourself to that and still provide what you provided because everybody didn't do it to them, no, right. But still, I had to go through that. Because that shit ain't happening at Colorado State. Ain't nobody breaking in the prime office to steal shit while he at the game. Those are the things that we do that we don't want to talk about and address, but we do it to each other. And they should have treated that nigga like royalty in that fucking state, in that city. Should nobody at all ran a foul to prime while him and his kids was there. They just shouldn't have. Period. And it's like we have this thing so bad to where we want all this shit given to us. But when it comes time to doing the right thing and when it comes time to holding people accountable and responsible for their actions, we don't want no part of that. We don't want no part of that. Just like when Deion brought up, and this is not just a Jackson State problem. This is a HBCU problem. All of these HBCUs got niggas stealing the money. You get all of these professors, these deans of students, all of these top, high level, and it's just as indicative as it is in, you see this same shit happen in these Democrat-ran cities. These niggas got access to all these funds and all this money, and all they doing is taking it. And to what these pro-blacks always say, you know, white folks been stealing for us forever. Yeah, well, black folks been stealing for us forever too. Because when Deion was asking, where's the money? Like, what y'all doing with the money? And don't nobody know? That let you know. Just like when them niggas up at what's the big one? Most prestigious one. Howard University. Them niggas was taking the money and buying Louis Vuitton, going on shopping sprees and shit like that. Morris Brown, wasn't Morris Brown having money? I don't know about Morris Brown, but I can tell you that most of them are. That's why all of the HBCUs are broke. They broke, and I get it. You got a lot of alumni that ain't going back to give money. You got people that are graduating that ain't donating. That's fine. That should be even more of an incentive for the staff, the people that are on payroll, to say, hey, we gotta progress these motherfucking students and progress the school. We all can't be making $200,000 a year. Why not have more modest salaries? They don't want to do that. You know why? Because niggas want to get paid. The fact that they take the money that the kids were making for football and wanting to apply it to other areas. Why? And Deion said it. They the ones coming to practice every day. They the ones busting their ass, putting their lives on the line, sacrificing their bodies, their health. One of them kids get hurt, career-ending injury, the motherfucking chess club ain't gonna do shit for that student. One of them kids make a hit and get paralyzed or some shit like that, the math lab ain't gonna do shit for that student. So it's like, yeah, he has a very valid point. Now, if they want to give some money, the football department could. That's up to them. But it shouldn't be where, we usually divide it and we give this because, you know, the science lab, they need new beakers and they need new. Man, please. No. We sitting here with fucking subpar equipment. We taking care of us first. I need to make sure that I got equipment to give my players therapy treatment. You gonna take $20,000 and go buy new computers for some department. Meanwhile, my players who are coming injured, they don't have the funds available to give them treatment so that they can play the next week. Shit, it's crazy, man. Right, getting new Bunsen burners, thank you. New test tubes. Man, please. We got to get new jerseys for the women's volleyball team. Seems like them bitches need to go play some volleyball and get some big games and they need to start winning. And then the other part is, too, all of what he did for the city. And what people don't realize in that regard is, just like LeBron in Cleveland, how dare y'all motherfuckers burn LeBron James' jersey because he left when LeBron James was responsible for half of them motherfuckers in downtown Cleveland eating, having businesses. Because when the Cavs was playing, people came down there and stayed in the hotels, patronized the restaurants, brought merchandise. What are you talking about? Went to bars before and after the game. The nightlife in Cleveland was enhanced by LeBron James. You don't think Deion did the same thing? You had people flying in from all over the country to go see these cats play because they want to see Deion. It's like, those are the things that you just can't shake at a stick and just, really anybody could have. No, that ain't no just anybody could have. That's this man putting this shit on the line for y'all.
That's right, Aaron. This is a very traumatic
So it's like those are the things that
you
really have to consider of what he did in those couple years that he was there. And then to say, hey, he got us this far. He gave us the blueprint. Now he's going on to a better opportunity. Congratulations, motherfucker. Nobody else had a problem with it as far as the biggest person who could have had a problem with it would have been the fucking director, the athletic director. And it's like the players. Yeah, of course y'all ain't gonna want him to leave, but it's like, man, look at what he did for y'all. I'm just saying. We have this thing where we are just ungrateful motherfuckers. And my thing is this, and I'll say this, and motherfuckers can continue to call me whatever you gonna call me. No matter how much you give, when you don't earn it, people will always expect more. When they don't work for it, they will always expect more if you give them anything. I don't give a fuck if it's a free lunch or if it's 2 years of your life. It is never going to be enough. That man was damn near at one point on his fucking deathbed. Or as we say, deathbed. He was on his deathbed at one point. Still coaching. Still coaching. Still coaching. Just saying. Motherfucker got part of his foot cut off. He got off I think 2 toes or some shit like that cut off his foot. Because he was having blood clots and shit like that. But it's like, it's never enough. Right, still coaching and fucking winning. And here's the other kicker. And this is why I really don't give 2 shits about the complaints of these HBCUs. Because they shouldn't have taken a Deion Sanders to come and get a job at an HBCU when, number one, HBCU's been losing in football for fucking generations. Number 2, why wouldn't y'all smart collegiate educated fucking assholes think, why not hire these Hall of Fame fucking black players that ain't getting no jobs nowhere else? Why wouldn't we hire them? No, because we want to hire our cousins. No, because we want to hire the old black man that used to work at my high school. I'm gonna bring him up here since now I'm the athletic director. I'm gonna bring him up here to my. He cheaper. Why wouldn't a Denny Green be coaching at an HBCU? I'm just saying. Why wouldn't a Denny Green be coaching there? You tell me. Why these guys wouldn't have, who don't, all of these y'all niggas will sit back and talk about, these coaches don't get no black, they don't never get no black coaches. Yeah, we don't even give black coaches a chance. Why wouldn't a Tony Dungy be coaching at fucking Morehouse? Why wouldn't all of these HBCUs take an interest in sports, a real interest in football, a real interest in basketball, and get some of the greatest NBA and NFL players to come and play at their coach at their schools? Because they would be the ones attract. Imagine if Mike was coaching at a fucking HBCU. Imagine if you had a Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, coaching at an HBCU. Y'all should be the ones complaining that we making these motherfuckers all these offers and they ain't coming. A Tim Hardaway. Why wouldn't you be saying that? Why wouldn't, if I was the AD of fucking Morris Brown, I'd be offering every motherfucking NFL player I know that I can think of a job. I would. Michael Vick. Yup. Come on. With your dog killing ass. Come coach. Fuck what you talking about. The HBCU could, if they all had their shit together, they could form their own thing. Recruit some of the best players and have some of the best games. Right. Warren Moon. Why the fuck ain't he coaching somewhere? Warren Sapp. Exactly. Why wouldn't these motherfuckers be coaching somewhere? Why wouldn't a LaDainian Tomlinson be coaching somewhere? At an HBCU? That's my point. It's like you got all of the access to these motherfuckers. And these are just players. We ain't even talking about the coaches. The Eric Bieniemys. Why wasn't he offered a job before he got with Kansas City? Why wasn't he offered a job at an HBCU? That's my thing. It's like we all have this shit to where now that somebody's done it, now watch all these niggas start doing it, which makes sense, but y'all should have been thought of this shit. It's how you would recruit. You're gonna have a better recruitment prospects. If I got a son and Jerry Rice is the coach at an HBCU, Jerry Rice getting to sit down with me. If I got my son is the number one college prospect in the country, my son is Travis Hunter, and I don't give a fuck if Jerry Rice is the head coach at Langston Hughes. Jerry Rice is getting a sit down with me. I'm not gonna say no, sorry, Jerry, I can't. No. What I want my son, who is the number one wide receiver prospect in the country, what I want him learning routes from some white coach that I ain't never heard of before that's at a fancy school like UCLA, or what I want him learning routes and how to run routes from Jerry fucking Rice. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm just saying. So it's like, this is one aspect of it. Start letting these black players, these great fucking NFL players, these great fucking NFL coaches, give them opportunities. And here's the other part. Y'all need to fix this money shit. Stop spending the money frivolously. Stop stealing the money. And actually start. And when you get an opportunity like Donald Trump gave you, like somebody mentioned in the chat, Trump set y'all motherfuckers up to where y'all motherfuckers would be good, but because y'all so anything but Trump, y'all let Joe Biden take all that money back and fuck y'all over. All right. I said enough. But that's just my 2 cents on that shit, man. It's like I had to get that off my chest because I just saw so many people talk crazy. And it's like ain't nobody holding nobody accountable. Y'all heard the rumors about these HBCUs stealing the money, but ain't nobody gonna say shit. Ain't nobody gonna start asking like, damn, these motherfuckers are broke as fuck. Why is that? Nope. You know how the media try to make it portray us and make us seem like, but we ain't. Right. Whatever. More than likely, the motherfuckers stealing the money. If they stealing the money. If you got a nigga like Prime saying, where's the money? Don't just think Prime's an agent for he's an agent for the media. No. Prime sitting here like, well, damn, what the fuck y'all doing? Where the money at for this? And where the money at for that? Well, how come we brought in this much? We got this many students. We had this many tickets sold. But now we only got this much left. That don't add up. Because you got niggas stealing the money. And we not concerned about that. But we want him to stay at a broke-ass HBCU. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, all right. But let me go ahead and get into this story, man, because this was definitely something worth taking a look at. So, for those of you who don't know, down in Richland, Mississippi, Richland, Mississippi, there was a woman who was shot and killed by the police. Well, I can tell you this. Mississippi police fatally shoot a woman holding a Walmart worker hostage. Mississippi police shot and killed a woman who was holding a Walmart worker hostage in a tense caught-on-camera ordeal on Wednesday, December 23rd, I think it was. Yeah. The lady name, hear this one, I couldn't spell it, and I tried to spell it, and I thought I spelled it right, but I was wrong as shit. Corlunda McGinnister. Yep. Corlunda McGinnister. Corlunda. Corlunda. I've never heard of a Corlunda. I haven't. I've never heard of it. It's the first time I've ever heard of it, I guess. What the fuck a Corlunda is and how the fuck somebody made that name up, I don't know. I really don't. Corlunda McGinnister was fatally shot by police officers inside the megastore's Richland location after bizarrely pleading to speak with a news anchor while she held onto the petrified worker, according to authorities, the footage of the incident. Richland police reported on social media Wednesday there was an incident at Walmart involving a weapon around 5:45 p.m. and then hours later issued another report that there was an officer-involved shooting inside the chain store. Footage circulating online showed a woman who appeared to be holding a gun making a specific demand. And I quote, "Hey, give me a news anchor down here right now. Get me a news anchor down here right now," the woman said as she appeared to have a gun in one hand while using her other hand to hold on to the hostage. So she holding on to a bitch and she got a gun in her hand. Talking about, I need a news anchor. Why a news anchor specifically, I have no idea. But I guess just a regular reporter wouldn't do. The woman said as she appeared, I need help. She said, according to the footage, give me a news anchor down here. Corlunda McGinnister and the Walmart worker in a tense ordeal. Yeah, was December 21st, and she's 21 years old. Police at the scene where they fatally shot Corlunda. I don't get it. I would even been okay with Corlunda. But Corlunda McGinnister, when she held a Walmart worker hostage on December 21st, 2022. The woman also said she had no intention of hurting anybody. She resisted calls to the woman she resisted calls to let the woman go during the frightening episode, according to the video. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We just dancing, baby. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Out here on the floor. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We just dancing, baby. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Gonna give you more and more. Oh, yeah. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. There's no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way that I ain't gonna read that and not fucking sing it. Boy, ain't no way,
boy.
Ain't no fucking way.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
I'm just saying. She said, I ain't gonna hurt nobody. Yes. Kid and Play, insert. If this was Family Guy, there would be a cutaway to Kid and Play. I'm just saying. Footage also showed police officers repeatedly demanding that she drop her gun as she continued to demand a news anchor. Richland Police Chief Nick McClendon told WAPT, I don't know what the fuck that is. I think that may be the TV station. The tense incident was devastating for everyone. It's devastating for all parties involved. The officers, everybody that was involved in this situation, McClendon said. Corlunda was fatally shot after pleading to speak with the news anchor while she held a Walmart worker hostage on December 21st, 2022. You know the Christmas season, with the Christmas season coming, mental health is a big deal because of the stress involved in the Christmas season. He said no one else was injured in the shooting. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is conducting an independent probe into the shooting. The Walmart was reopened on Thursday. This happened on Wednesday. Walmart reopened on Thursday, according to WLBT. Law enforcement was stationed inside and outside the Walmart to make shoppers feel safe, the news station reported. I don't know why they do that. They got to put, we're going to have a car sit outside all day the next day after this fuck shit didn't happen. I guess. When you're dealing with niggas, anything could happen, and I wouldn't dare say that they wouldn't have some more fuck shit to happen the day after. I can't say it, so therefore I get it. I understand. But I know that a lot of people will look at this and say, well, it's two sides to this. Number one is the mental health side. Crisis worker, de-escalate, I get it. The other part to that is you got somebody who is basically being held hostage, potentially their life could be threatened, and they're asking for someone else to come and be held pretty much hostage or put in danger or harm's way. So those are the two things that you're kind of like dealing with. But let's go ahead and let's watch this footage and see what happens, and then we can go from there, see what you guys think.
She's got a gun.
Everybody do what I say. Everybody do what I say. I'm coming. Yeah, news, I can hear cameras, everything. Yeah, news, I can hear now. I'm coming. It's not no baby. I'm crying. Oh my God.
Boy, look at that white girl. She's sitting there like, I mean, you really can't blame her, but it's like, goddamn. She's got to be sitting there like, she just like, what this crazy bitch gonna do? I get it. He said, looking like Kirby, you bogus as hell, David. So you see the situation.
Why don't you let her go then, please?
Hey, no. We're not doing that. Crooked cop.
Me?
Doing that. Give me a news anchor down here right now. All y'all need to give me a news anchor. Right now.
Please let her go.
Hey, give me a news anchor down here now. I need help.
Put both of your hands up.
I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Give me a news anchor now.
Then put your hands up.
Anchor now.
Walk out here where we can see you drop the gun.
Anchor now.
Put both of your hands up.
Give me a news anchor now.
This is wild. I mean,
Hey.
put your gun down. Put it down. Put it on the ground.
stop here and we will.
A woman that was holding another person hostage was shot and killed by a Richland officer. No one else was injured. We spoke to one witness describing that scary moment walking into Walmart for Christmas shopping just before being told to leave immediately.
Barely got in, people were running out and people were screaming, "Get out," to me and my cousin. So of course we ran out and it was just horrifying. And then we heard the gunshot and of course there's 15 police cars here. I just counted them. And it's just terrifying.
Daily Caller Patriots have access to thousands of exclusive articles and interviews, including
but
with
it's
such
like
great
when
people
you're looking at what happened there, it's like, I know that a lot of people will look at this and see, like, I just saw Jackson put in there, 95 said they were comparing this to Kyle Rittenhouse. And it's like, there wasn't a hostage situation with Kyle Rittenhouse. But what people are comparing is just how they do white folks and how they do black folks. And here's the problem with that. There are some instances where a white motherfucker should have just got shot the fuck down. Some, but that's not most of the time. Most of the time, the reason why white folks get taken into custody is because when the police show up, they comply. They comply. Hey, what's going on, Bolo? They comply. That's what happens as to why most of the time when you see the white person with the gun on them and the police show up and the white person's acting crazy and all that shit, they usually comply, and that's why they wind up going to jail instead of going to the morgue. And what was so odd to me is that when people don't want to acknowledge that part and see that, to say, well, he killed 14 people. Yeah, but when the police said put your hands up, he did that. When they said get on the ground, he did that. That's why they have him in custody. And for the ones that don't do it, they usually wind up dead. So let's just say that 1% or that 2% or that, 1 out of every 100 times the shit happened, yeah, a white person gets a little more leeway. What I'm saying to you is that when it comes to us, and you can go back and you can just look at my channel alone. Go back and look at all of the instances where black folks were involved with being arrested or taken into custody, and look at how they all start resisting immediately. They resist and they do not comply. They just don't. I don't know if it's in our DNA or whatever the fuck, but they don't comply. I need you to put your hands behind your back. They still want to talk and hold court in the street. But why? Like that black bitch in the park with her motherfucking online nigga that she met. Talking cash shit to Officer Brooks until Brooks said, okay, bitch, you going to jail. Then it's, wait, Mr. Brooks, wait, Mr. Brooks, but Mr. Brooks, wait, but Mr. Brooks. Bitch, you going to jail. I gave you 3 chances. I told you what was going to happen. You thought I was bluffing? You thought you was going to sit here and play Black Lives Matter? Okay, come on. Your ass going to jail. Sandra Bland. Your ass going to jail. You talking shit. You talk shit, then when it's time to go to jail, you want to cry, fall out, say everything is racist and everybody is racist and everybody done violated your rights and who you are as a person and as a woman, and that's what we do. So it's like you have this thing where this person here, and I understand in just my opinion, I think that this woman was doing this more so for attention and mental health. But when you have someone else's life in danger, you can't play that game and try to wait to figure that out. You can't. I can't give this person time to not be crazy no more because this other innocent person could die because of it. And that's just what it is. I can't let this person just go and keep doing what they want to do and have another person die because we gonna let this bitch act the fuck up and act a fucking fool. Sorry, Ludacris, but you can't do it.
Yeah, lose like they in here. I'm hungry, not no baby. I'm crying. Oh my God.
And that's my thing too. It's like, what is the news anchor gonna do? Just give her some attention, record a fucking segment? It ain't like it's going live on TV. But I believe that she was doing this as some type of stunt for whatever reason. Hopefully we'll find out. But that's what I believe she was doing. And my thing is, you can do all that other fuck shit, but when you got somebody else's life in danger, ain't nobody playing games with your ass. We just not. Police officers, you can't afford to, because that's how people die. Literally. Because somebody in their mind can just get fed up and they give those famous 2 words, fuck it, and then somebody's dead.
Hey there, Megan. Chaotic is definitely a great word to describe it. Also tragic. I do want to show you all how it looks right now. Definitely has cleared up since what we saw when we first got here. Just a few more cars here, but it's unclear how many people were inside during the incident. We can expect people were Christmas shopping tonight, buying groceries or just running errands, as many people do when they come to Walmart. And tonight, we know that many employees and shoppers are leaving with a painful memory. Now, we are very limited with information at this time, but here is what we know. Richland police initially reported on their social media page, quote, an incident at Walmart involving a weapon. The scene is secure, unquote. Cautioning the public to avoid the area. We're told this incident happened around 5:45 this evening. An MBI later released information that Richland PD responded to a hostage situation. Our crews spotted the Rankin County coroner arriving on scene shortly after. Now, we did speak to one witness describing that scary moment walking into Walmart for Christmas shopping before being told to leave immediately. Take a listen.
Barely got in. People were running out and people were screaming, get out, to me and my cousin. So, of course, we ran out and it was just horrifying. And then we heard the gunshot. And, of course, there's 15 police cars here. I just counted them. And it's just terrifying.
It's devastating for all parties involved. Officers, everybody that was involved in this situation.
Now, at this time, it's unclear what led up to this shooting, but no other injuries have been reported at this time. Chief McClendon went on to say that both his officers and the staff inside are safe. He expects the Walmart to remain closed for the remainder of the night. We also did ask if we can expect the Walmart to reopen in the morning, but that was something that they were not sure of. And I also want to mention that we saw multiple agencies responding to this shooting. We saw police departments, Brandon, Pearl here. So definitely a huge turnout to respond to this shooting. We also know that MBI is handling this case, so any other details or information will be coming from them. Of course, we will all keep you updated with any other details that we do receive. We are live tonight in Richland. Kara Peters, 16 WAPT News.
So it's like there is such a, it's one of those things to where you're kind of like caught in the middle. But here's the thing, and what she didn't what to her, I would say this: whatever attention you was trying to get, whatever statement you were trying to make, she probably would have got away with it had she not taken a hostage with a gun. She probably would have got away with it had she not taken a hostage with that weapon. Just saying. But because they'll let a black woman say and do whatever the fuck she want, and she can clown all day long and ain't nobody gonna do shit. They let them fight, they let them fuck, they let them do whatever the fuck they want to do in public, and everybody's afraid to stop them, talk to them, tell them, hey, you need to stop that. Everybody afraid to do it, so they would have just let her fucking clown if she wanted to. But that weapon fucked around, and that hostage fucked her around even more. Because if she would have came in that motherfucker and had a knife to her throat, she would have got the same response, and they wouldn't have shot her. But she had a hostage. If she'd had that knife to her own throat, I'm going to kill myself unless y'all get an anchor down here right now. Then they probably would have got an anchor down there, and they'd been like, all right, bitch, talk to the bitch. She's standing here. She ain't going to let her get close to you, but there it is. That's just what it is.
That's right, Aaron. This is a very traumatic incident for everyone that was involved. Now, we're not sure how many people were inside the Walmart at the time of the hostage situation, but I can only imagine, just because Christmas is only a few days away, that a lot of people were inside doing some last-minute Christmas shopping. Now, we do have more information about this shooting. NBI releasing a statement regarding the incident, saying that one person is dead. A woman that was holding another person hostage was shot and killed by a Richland officer. No one else was injured. Now, this was initially reported by Richland police via their social media, saying that there was an incident at the Walmart involving a weapon. The scene is secure. We're told this incident happened around 5:45 p.m. Our crew spotted the Rankin County coroner arrive on scene later in the evening. We spoke to one witness describing that scary moment walking into Walmart for Christmas shopping just before being told to leave immediately.
Barely got in, people were running out, and people were screaming, "Get out," to me and my cousin. So of course we ran out, and it was just horrifying. And then we heard the gunshot, and of course there's 15 police cars here. I just counted them. And it's just terrifying.
At this time, we do not have any more information about what led to the shooting, but again, no one else was injured. Now, today we're hoping to get some more information about what led to this shooting, as well as the name of the person who was killed. And we also don't know if Walmart will be open today. However, I am starting to see employees show up to work, so we are going to get in contact with them. I haven't been able to so far this morning. Live in Richland, Madeline Nolan, 16 WAPT News.
Yeah, that's who it was in the story, WAPT News. That's what it was. But it's one of those things to where it's like, had I been in that store and I saw this happening and that heard what that lady was asking for, a news anchor and all that, I probably would have just said,
Shoot her! Shoot her!
There you go, TD. I probably would have said to myself, like, yeah, this woman doesn't seem like, and just from my own experience and my own personal vibe that I got from watching the video, because I wasn't there, I would not have thought that this woman was going to shoot that woman. I wouldn't have thought that. She didn't seem like she would at that moment. However, the fact that that bitch wouldn't put that gun down is alarming. And the fact that she wasn't willing to talk was alarming as well. And my thing is too, and to the police officers, I mean, not her, but the police officers weren't trying to talk to her. So I'm definitely going to ding them for that, because when you're making that kind of contact and you're trying to actually get the situation under control, one of the things you're going to say is like, what do you want? Why do you want it? Why are you holding this woman hostage? Why do you have her, ma'am? Can you let her go and we can talk? You know what I'm saying? They would put the gun down. Put the gun down. Get your hands up. But you have to, if you see that she's not being absolute, which you hear a motherfucker saying, motherfucker, y'all motherfuckers better get my kids down here before I kill this bitch. That's a motherfucker that's about to do some fuck shit. And you probably gonna have to take their ass out. But for somebody who's asking for a news anchor, that means that she wants to talk to somebody. So therefore, she's more inclined to engage in conversation. Because when he was asking her to put her hands up, nah, you white racist motherfucker, I ain't putting. Okay, well, tell me why we here. Why are we doing this? What do you want to tell the news anchor? Okay, look, I got the news anchor on the phone. They on their way, but she's asking, what is this about? I tell her when she get here. Well, she said she's not going to come close to you until she finds out what this is about. You got to tell me something. It's like using those tactics to try to figure something out. That's police work 101. Asking open-ended questions to get a suspect to talk is something that you do. I mean, you do it on a fucking traffic stop. Where you going? Where you coming from? Open-ended questions. And it's usually to check to, you know, for gauging to see, is this motherfucker lying to me? Is this motherfucker on some bullshit? What's this motherfucker's angle? You're doing it for that purpose, but the thing is that you're always engaging in conversation and dialogue and asking questions to get a bead on a person. And my thing is like, as long as, in that instance with her standing there, she had the gun down, so it wasn't up. It wasn't to her head or no shit like that. So there was definitely an opportunity for those officers to ask questions. Definitely an opportunity that they missed, because that could have gotten her to talking, which could have de-escalated, which could have gotten her out of that situation alive, and the victim alive, and the hostage alive. When you can save 2 lives, you save 2 lives. When you can save 3 lives, you save 3 lives. All lives matter. So when you can save all lives, you make an effort to save all lives. Just saying. What up, KL504? I see you over there, boy, over there in the VIP section on the United Guns of America channel. If you have not subscribed to the United Guns of America channel, please do so right now. But it's like you have to exercise those tactics, and you have to put everything on the table that you possibly can to try to get this person to talk, to try to calm this person down, even to try to establish rapport, because that person could have said something and let you know something that you could have used to further establish some type of rapport with. My cousin died, bitch, and I'm tired of this. Wow, my cousin just died last week. We kind of like got the same thing going, huh? So I know how you feel. See, police officers will lie to you like that to try to establish rapport. This is what we're trained to do. If you got to tell a lie to get a motherfucker to tell the truth, so be it. Police are definitely motherfuckers that are authorized to tell your ass a lie. Look, we got everything figured out. We already know what happened. We got your DNA at the scene. We know what you did. This is your opportunity to save yourself and to make it easier to be a cooperating witness and tell us not only what you did, but what everybody else did. Knowing damn well we ain't got bupkis. And hope that this motherfucker talking don't say lawyer. Happens all the time. Look, we already know. Okay? Okay? We already know. Goddamn it. I'm Officer Redmond. I'm Detective Redmond. And look here, man. I've been doing this shit for 12 years. I've been to the crime scene. I saw what the fuck happened. We got the pictures already. The forensics team is just wrapped up. They're processing the DNA right now. That DNA is going to come back to your ass. So I know you was there. Best thing to do right now, because the game is still being played. The game ain't over yet. Best thing to do right now so you can get you some chips in the game, so you can bargain, is to tell me what happened. Because when that motherfucking district attorney come in here and I turn in this report and your ass was uncooperative, hey man, I ain't gonna shit. Motherfucker want to give you 2 years, I want to give you 12 years. I ain't gonna say shit. So you better tell me now what's going on. Tell me now so that I can try to help you when we talk to the DA. Other than that, the evidence is already pointing to your ass, so you going to sit down. It's just a matter of just trying to negotiate how long you sit down for. That's the game you're playing. Because you know you done already fucked up, don't you? You do know that. You done already fucked up. It's just now you trying to see how bad you done fucked up and how long you gonna have to sit down. Motherfuckers do that shit all the time. But it is what it is. It's to me one of those things to where I think the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway from this is the fact that you have a woman who literally was in dire need of some type of mental health services that weren't available. And to that, I fault her family and I fault the state, because she may not have had no family. But if the state and the fucking country can take care of, and I'm talking my federal government, can take care of all of these other motherfuckers that come overseas, we can send 40 billion over to the fucking Ukraine and all that shit. We can send 20 million to Pakistan for transgender research. We damn sure can have a crazy house open and some crisis workers available to help this young woman. Call me crazy, but you can't call me a liar. Do I think it's the family's responsibility to deal with their crazy motherfucking cousins and their crazy aunties? Yup, it ain't the police responsibility to deal with it. But here's the thing. Whatever she was going through, whatever she was dealing with, whatever happened to her to get her to that point, I'm quite sure that it would have been more, I would have appreciated the fact that we could say, hey man, she was in a crazy house for 6 months. And her family checked out. I would rather us be able to say that, hey man, we had help for her, she just didn't take it. Hey man, you can see clearly in the medical reports where she was seeing a psychiatrist, and I would rather us be able to say that than to say there was no resources available for her. Because even when you go with, well, there's crisis workers 24/7. Yeah, you can talk to a crisis worker, but it's a lot of motherfuckers that need to go sit down somewhere in a mental institution. It's a lot of motherfuckers that need to be strapped down to a bed maybe for a day or two to get their shit together. It's a lot of motherfuckers that may need to be sitting down in a place for a couple of years to get their shit together. Yeah, horse lightning. The standoff went on for I think a few hours. And it was probably because, like I said, they can't go get a news anchor and bring a news anchor to this woman. They can't do that because you're putting her life in danger now. And if they're asking her to put this gun down repeatedly and she's not, but now she's also not complying, but she's also putting someone else's life in danger. Because this bitch at any given point in time could just say fuck it and pull the trigger on her and then herself. And it would have been the police fault sitting there dealing with her, going back and forth with her, giving her time to make that decision. So it's one of those things where it's tragic and it's terrible. Wish it didn't happen. And I believe that there are ways that we can help that and prevent some of these from happening. And it's by our federal government providing those mental health resources for our Americans, for our citizens. Oh, shout out to my brother Jason Gunn. Hit me with $50. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's what I'm talking about. Love you, bro. But that's just one of those things where you have to realize that we have to do our part as society, and that needs to be our federal government to have these institutions available. I'm just saying. And those are our senators. Those are our congressmen. Y'all saw that they just put this big dumbass bill together. $1.7 trillion. How much of that 1.7 trillion went to mental health resources, went to homeless, the homeless situation, those resources? How much of that went to that? Probably bupkis. Why am I saying bupkis tonight? It's weird. Zilch, zero, nada. How many mental health institutions are going to be opened, remained open, additional funding provided for these mental health institutions that we so desperately need? But y'all motherfuckers so busy voting for motherfuckers that don't give a shit and just tell you shit to make you feel good. This is what happens. Yeah, CJ guns and getting them off of drugs too. You could all roll it up into the same thing. Most people get on drugs because they have mental issues, traumatic life experiences. And a lot of people, because they don't have mental health facilities available, they don't have mental health resources, they tend to cope by using drugs. How many perfectly sane, perfectly mentally healthy people do you see that just get strung out on cocaine or crack or meth? It's usually something that has happened to them at one point or another in their life that drives them to doing that. They can't cope with reality. So therefore, they use the escape that drugs provide, even though it is very short term, very short lived, and extremely devastating to their body physically. They don't give a shit. Because the pain that they experience in reality and in real life is far greater than what they can do in a few minutes with drugs. Being in a heroin knot for 45 minutes is better than living a whole day dealing with the pain that I'm dealing with in my life currently. Because I don't have the mental fortitude to deal with the shit. I don't have the tools to cope with what has happened in my life. So therefore, I use the crutch of drugs to cope with life. Shit all works out and plays together. If we took more of a serious approach and actually put some of these trillions of dollars that we just given to everybody else and actually put it into mental health resources, we would have far more healthy Americans mentally. We just would. But that's not important to the administration. It's not important to the politicians. And you know why? Hear this. It ain't important to them because we ain't made it important to them. If we can make Me Too important to everybody, we can make mental health important to everybody. If we can make motherfucking LGBTQ, LMNOP plus minus divide, binary, non-binary, important to everybody, we could damn sure make mental health facilities, mental health resources being available 24/7. We can make that a priority. And we can make that the new thing. Why not make that the new Me Too? Instead of Black Lives Matter, why not make mental health facilities for all a thing? That's what I'm saying. And that's what we should all be saying. Because if we all had that approach, if we all had that angle that we're all pushing towards and pushing for and making them be the ones that we hold accountable, congressmen, whoever, senator, whoever, don't have some mental health shit in there, mental health facility coming to our city, our state, or whatever the case may be in this next bill, and I guarantee you we won't vote for you. They changed their tune. Well, why do you care so much about it? Because I want to. That's why. I ain't got to explain to you why I care so much about it. You work for me. I voted for your ass. Do work. Snooky, do work. It's that simple. Anybody got any questions? Because if not, we're going to wrap this shit up and we're going to get you on up out of here. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that people can look at this and see not just the initial shocking instance of the hostage situation, but you can really look into why a person is doing this, what a person is doing it for, and the fact that did this have to happen. I think that can all be taken a look at and taken into consideration to say, hey, here's what we need to do to be better. Here's what we need to do for our government officials and for our government to become a better version of themselves. Just saying. My man Jason said, Brian, my best friend is retiring from the government. 37 years of his life served with excellent proficient attendance and performance. his retirement is going to be less than $3K a month. God damn. Wow. Why you ain't no mod, Jason? That's weird. We'll fix that. But damn. His retirement is going to be less than $3,000 a month. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. No 401k, no IRS. Hey, man, that's one of the things that I love about my job is that they got some great benefits. There's our federal government. Now, here's the kicker to that. You go look at these elected officials' retirement, all they got to do is serve, I think I want to say it's 7 years or 10 years, and then they're vested. And you do know, here's this. Let me drop this shit on y'all. Y'all do know that congressmen, senators, and them motherfuckers in them elected positions, judges and all that, y'all do know that they're the only ones in the country that get free health care and an insane retirement. They get full retirement benefits after they get that vested time. I don't know if it's 4 years. It might be 4 years, or it might be 7 years or 10 years. I know it's less than 10. I do know that. It ain't more than 10 that they got to serve. If they serve like 2 terms or some shit like that, they get full retirement benefits. No matter if they don't get reelected, they can go work somewhere else. They can go be a motherfucking pauper for the rest of their lives. But as soon as they retire and they're eligible for retirement benefits, they get completely free health care. It's only senators 4 years. They 1 term. And they get full lifetime benefits. Full retirement and full benefits for the rest of their lives. But we don't. Federal government employees don't. How is that? Because we've allowed them to do that shit. We're the ones that have allowed them to do that fuck shit. And they've chipped away and whittled away at all of the regular day-to-day blue-collar government employees' benefits to get it to this point. 37 years, $3,000 a month. And you got a bitch like Nancy Pelosi worth $200 million. And when she retires, she's going to get a full pension, and she's going to get full lifetime health care benefits on our dime. We paying for it. I'm just saying. Oh, that's good. He got some other shit going. But the point is that the government is going to pay a person that is served like that $3,000 a month. And I wouldn't even dare try to look up what a retired senator gets every month. I wouldn't dare. When you got a bitch like AOC talking about this $175,000 that I get ain't enough for me to live on. I can barely pay for my Tesla and my condo. That's what it is. That's what we dealing with, and that's the shit that we allow as American citizens. It's 10 to 15K a month plus benefits after they serve 4 years. There it is, man. I'm telling you, y'all motherfuckers better, if I ever get the opportunity to run for public office, if I can find the right group of motherfuckers to put some money behind me, I'm doing it. So if y'all see all my YouTube shit come down out of the blue, this is why I would do that shit. I swear to God I would. As long as the bag is secured, I do it. Oh, I can't be no pastor. I can't be no pastor, Jason, because niggas hate me too much. Because I tell the truth. The black church is full of shit. Most of the black churches, and I'm talking upwards of 95% of them today, they only do feel good preaching. You can't tell a motherfucker what's up, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I tell the church what the fuck is really good. And I ain't taking no shit from no niggas. I'm just not. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what the fuck I can and can't say. I'm sorry. Especially if it's in the Bible. Hey, it's in the Bible. Nope. I don't do that. I'm not a fire and brimstone teacher. Everybody going to hell. I wouldn't be one of them. But I'm definitely not gonna be one of them. Oh, just fake it till you make it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. I believe that everybody can fly. I'm not one of them. I be one of them motherfuckers in the pulpit saying, let me tell y'all something. Stogie and all. Have you niggas in here talking about y'all know God, God don't know y'all. That'll be the beginning of my message. My message today comes from the book of Galatians 12, verse 12, chapter 12, verse 28. And what my title of my message today is, God don't know half y'all. Because half y'all don't know God. Quiet, you may be seated. Y'all may be seated. I'm just saying, that's the type, that's just me. I know me. I ain't gonna be in that line. I ain't gonna be lying to the people. I'm not. I be telling the truth. And I know that the people ain't gonna want to hear that. I just know it. All them single mamas up in there with them badass kids gonna be coming up in there talking shit. And I'm gonna be like, nope. I'm just saying. That's what I'm gonna do. So I know the church will be open for all of maybe 2 weeks. I'll probably be able to get 4 sermons in before they be like, nah, nigga, you gotta go. We thought you was gonna just do the first one for shock value. We thought the second one was just for you to get it out your system. But this third one, and now you talking about a fourth one, nigga, you ain't gonna stop. Nope. Be in the pool pit with my pistol and all. I wish a motherfucker would. What? Yep. So, yeah, I knew I could. I couldn't. The calling ain't on me for that. Nope. Not in today's church. Nope. Nope. I just couldn't do that one. But hey, hell yeah, I keep a pistol because I know niggas. Because it'll come down to this. Who you think you talk? You ain't gonna do shit, motherfucker. I wish your ass would. Right. Man, hey, you know what? That would be a great documentary. The church, America's greatest hustle. That'll be a hell of a documentary. Just because people really don't understand and really don't know how much money these churches are really making. When you got these preachers that's living off these tithes and offerings, and they just raking in the dough, your Creflo dollars, your TD Jakes, TD Jakes bivocational. Any preacher that ain't bivocational, that don't have 2 jobs, that don't preach and go to work, hey man, I won't be in their church unless they living a modest life. But if you a preacher and you ain't got your own no other job, and you gotta wear Gucci, you gotta wear Louis, you gotta fly private, you gotta have a Bentley, you gotta have a Beamer, you gotta have, hey man, that's your hustle. You won't be getting my money. There ain't nothing in the Bible that says take the tithe and buy expensive. There's nothing in the word that says take ye the tithe and buy ye a Bentley. Just saying. That's just what it is. You ain't gonna be doing you sitting here talking about, oh yes, the Lord God gonna bless y'all if y'all bless me. Yeah, all right. You need to bless yourself and go work a job. Get yourself a spare job. Then you can have some spare change. I'm just saying. I ain't doing it. But to each his own. Some people think that's their way to get into heaven. Some people think that in the afterlife that's how they gonna make it. Hey, go right ahead. But won't be me. Somebody asked me a question. Let me see if I can go back. I can't remember who it was. It says something about Brian. What do you think? And I couldn't remember. Oh, how do I feel about California reparations? I've given my reparations yeah, he caught that Robin Harris. I've given my reparations idea. And a lot of people may not like it, but here's what I would say. I can give you the short version of it. Reparations. Do I think that black people should get it? Yes. How? You can't give however many niggas that's in America that are adults. You can't give them a bunch of money. You can't give every nigga $100,000 because niggas is gonna kill themselves. They would. They kill themselves and they just have a lot of shit that ain't worth nothing to show for it. So here's what you should do. You take every black American adult today, and from today for the next 40 years, all right? 40 years, okay? Every black adult gets to have an option to actually start a tax-free life for 30 years. So I can say, hey, I just got out of school or just graduated from high school. I'm about to start working at Apple, whatever the case may be. Hey, whenever I start working, I can say, hey, from this point, for the next 35 years or 30 years, I don't pay taxes. That's one part. The other part is all of the debt, the college debt that college, yep, it's wiped clean for black folks. I said it. And then the last part, you got to do away. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. I ain't going to talk about the Section 8 shit and all that shit. But for those that work, they would get tax-free for 30 years. That's just what it is. Tax-free for 30 years. The last part would be this. Every single black person that has more than $10,000 in credit card debt gets it wiped away to that $10,000 mark. Yep, I just came up with that one. So every American should pay for that. Sad to say, Amanda, but yes. Yes. If we can pay for all that shit that we pay for now for these other countries, yes. Because here's what it's going to do. It ain't going to help every nigga. I can tell you that right now. That's why they talk about, we want our 40 acres and a mule. Y'all know what I say about 40 acres and a mule? Ain't going to do nothing but wind up being 40 acres of weeds that's 8 feet high and a dead mule that get barbecued and sold. That what 40 acres and a mule would do, because niggas don't know what to do with that shit. But every American, every black person, every nigga that's working a job would benefit. I ain't giving you no money in your hand. If your ass is working a job, you ain't got to pay taxes, and whatever debt you have, it'll be reduced to at least $10,000. There you go. That's how you make up for slavery. And since you're doing the 30 years, I would say you'd have to do it for at least 2 cycles. So at least for 60 years, you would have to do that. So for the next 60 years, everybody that's black, there you go. Yep. Because you got to look at it like this. With all of the money that's going to be absorbed from that, it ain't that many of us here no goddamn way, right? But with all of the money, there it is. With all of the money that we send out of the country, if you took that money and put it towards taking care of this shit, and we ain't paying no taxes, there it is. There it is. And then the other question would be, why only black? All races are suffering now. Yeah, but all races didn't go through chattel slavery in America. So here's the other part to that. This is what you would do. You would say, everybody, based on your tax return for the past 10 years, your ass had to be African American on that motherfucker. Census Bureau, whatever's on your birth certificate, whatever's on your Census Bureau, whatever's on your motherfucking tax return, that's what they use for your nationality, your race and nationality. So anybody else that's been putting on there Hispanic and all that other shit, you're disqualified. Well, my granddaddy was black. Sorry, don't count you. It don't mean you, buddy. But yeah, I'm from the Dominican. Hey, man, you checked on your motherfucking income tax return that you did back in 2014. You checked Hispanic, non-black. Bitch, you don't get this. Yep. If your ass wasn't born in this country as an American, if your lineage don't go back, that means at least one generation. Well, I'd say 2 generations. Gotta go back to black folk. You one of them, and came over here? Nope, sorry, you don't get it. He said Hispanics are white folks. Damn near, they ain't black, I tell you that. And they don't even claim it. Don't nobody want to be a nigga. Especially when the police show up. I'm just saying. But that's what and I mean, of course, there's a lot of fine tuning that you'd have to do with that. But just in general, that's what it would be. That's what it would look like as far as how we do that. And that would literally put whatever you thought you was disadvantaged, disenfranchised, and all that, if you can't repair your family's financial wealth, if you can't repair your personal wealth with 30 years of tax-free working and money, well, not money, you making your own money, but it's tax-free, and your debt is less than $10,000, you deserve to suffer and to struggle. That's just me. That's just me. That's all I'm saying. He said, please, they are from Spain. Spain is a part of Europe. That's all I'm saying. But my thing is, I don't even know why people try to say that whole brown and black together shit. Mexicans don't even like fucking with niggas. Puerto Ricans don't like fucking with niggas. Well, as far as now the women may, but I'm talking about as far as like acknowledging them as united races, they don't do that shit. They look at niggas and be like, yeah, them niggas over there. That's just what it is. Chris Anderson said, I'd rather free college education for black folks. Here's the thing, Chris. There's plenty of niggas in school now that ain't doing shit with it. College is a fucking racket. I'm sorry, but it is a fucking racket. If you're going for anything in college that ain't driven by like vocation, like doctor, lawyer, psychologist, or some shit like that, if you going to get your degree in humanities, you're wasting your fucking time. You going to get your degree in education, you're wasting your fucking time. The money you spend getting those fucking degrees and then coming out, you will not find a job that can actually pay off your debt in a reasonable amount of time. If I go to college and I rack up $150,000 in student loan debt and I become a fucking oncologist, by the time I'm done with my residency, I'd have that shit paid off in 5 years. Just saying. I go to school and get my degree and spend $110,000 in business management. I get out, I ain't got no job that's going to get me to pay that and wipe that debt off in 5 years. I don't. There is no job that's going to allow me to do that. That's just what it is. Landon said, man, I want cash payments and tax exemptions. See, Landon, you have an idea of what you would do with cash payments. The greater majority, 80% of niggas don't know what the fuck to do with cash payments. You know why I say that? Because 80% of niggas don't know what to do with the cash they got now. Just what it is. Niggas want to buy Jordans. Niggas want to buy Louis. Niggas want to buy 5 and 6 iPhones. Niggas spend their money frivolous right now. If you gave them 10,000, or if you gave them 100,000, they fuck it up. I promise you that. I promise you that. And you'll have a bunch of, look at what these niggas did with these PPP loans. They went and bought jewelry. They went and bought clothes. Did they not? They stunted. They went and bought cars. They went and did everything they possibly could, but didn't take care of their debt. They didn't invest in real estate. They didn't invest their money. They went and bought clothes. Just saying. That's what we did. Niggas went and bought Mercedes. You had rich niggas that got PPP loans that went and bought fucking Lambos and shit like that. I got a business. I'm gonna get this 200,000 and I'm gonna go buy this G-Wagon. Fuck. All right. Right. They gave them motherfuckers them FEMA credit cards. I don't know how much they got on those, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They take that money and they just gonna go and spend it because they're trained consumers. So my thing would be, in order to help them, if you don't have taxes to pay, you getting your full check for those motherfuckers that's on on welfare, the motherfuckers that's on WIC, them niggas that's in the streets that ain't working no job, that ain't doing shit, they don't get shit. Go get a job, nigga, if you want this exempt, you want these reparations. Go get a fucking job if you want reparations. You want to benefit from the reparations? Go get a job. It's just like how I've said that everybody should act like how you do in other countries. Everybody should have to serve 2 years in the military. Serve your country, serve your community, and go on with your life. Men and women alike, since y'all motherfuckers want to be equal. It would make sense that all men do it, but no, since we equality, all men and women. 2 years. Soon as your punk ass turn 18, your ass go do 2 years. Yep. You get to go see the world. We're going to inject you with some shit. It's probably going to fuck you up at some point or another. But it's for the greater good of the country. Go and serve your 2 years. Come on out. Punk ass go do what the fuck you want to do. Live your life like it's golden. How would the people benefit from that? You have a larger army. But from a personal perspective, you benefit from the physical aspects of it. Usually people that are 18 years old are usually in great shape. And if they're not, they're in good enough physical condition, physical health to where they can get in good shape. It help you that way. Teaches you how to survive. You learn hand-to-hand combat training. You learn how to shoot. You learn how to do shit out in the fucking field to where you can fucking work. Gives you a whole nother appreciation for not just your freedom, but for those who actually serve 20 years in the military. You say if a woman don't serve, then they can't vote. Hey, there it is. I'd be okay with that. If you do not serve your 2 years, you cannot vote. In order for you to vote, 2 years, nigga. Just saying. And even motherfuckers that got physical ailments, depends on what it is. Like me, I got the flattest feet in motherfucking Texas. I got flat feet. Now I got to do some desk duty, paperwork. I can't go run 5 miles because I literally fucking collapse because my feet are that fucked up. I got a severe case of plantar fasciitis. So severe, I went to the Good Feet store and they refunded me my money. Those of you who know about the Good Feet store, they don't refund money. They refunded me my money. My feet were so flat that the equipment wouldn't work. But I go and I gotta motherfucking push paper, work on the computer. I gotta do something. My exercises, I do all the exercises except for the run. I'm serving. Oh yeah, Jason, my feet all the way fucked up, nigga. I'm telling you, feet so motherfucking flat, boy. Matter of fact, look how flat that is. That's flat than a motherfucker, boy. It's flat like a piece of plywood. That's what it is. Hey, I literally have no arch. That's why I don't run. But I shoot damn good. I be a sniper. I can walk about a mile. But after that, I gotta lay down and pull this rifle out. I'm just saying. That's just what it is, man. I know my limitations, goddammit. Shit. I'm comfortable with who the fuck I am and what the fuck I can do. I can tell you that. Hand-to-hand combat, hey, let's go. PT, lifting weights and all that, let's do it. We'll get there. I can push myself. Take that run. I can't run 5 miles, Sarge. I'm sorry. I won't make it. I can probably maybe do 1. Maybe 1.5. Like even for when I did the run for the PT test for the academy. Hey, I was able to get that run in. I did it. Now the day after, my feet was hurting like a motherfucker, but I could do it. But you talking about some back-to-back runs? Nope. We got to hike 10 miles. I ain't gonna make it, man. I got these orthotics in my shoes, got my boots laced up. But there's gonna come a time that my feet gonna give out. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. But hey, it is what it is. All right, I've tarried on long enough. So let me go ahead and get on up out of here. It's been good. I had fun. I love y'all. It's been a great show. Please click that like button. click that subscribe button, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man, and I do read my comment section now. So y'all go ahead and do that, and until next time, I'm more than likely, probably if I don't do a show tomorrow, I think I should have time to do a show tomorrow. I got some running around to do. If not tomorrow, then definitely on Friday. I'll definitely be able to do a show then for y'all too. So hey, let's get it in. I know we are closing out the year and it's getting close to the new year, but I'm telling you like this. Take time, call somebody that you ain't called in a while, tell them that you love them, because everybody ain't gonna make it into 2022. Into 2023. Just saying. Still a few days left. Don't just think you gonna talk to a motherfucker tomorrow, because sometimes you don't get the opportunity to. I don't know who that's for, but please, please, please tell those that you haven't told in a long time, that you give a shit. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that you miss them, whatever the case may be, and say, hey, it is what it is, man. I love you. So to all you motherfuckers that may not have watched my show in a while, and this may be the first time you've seen it in a minute, I love you. My man Jason said he always watching. I know y'all, brother. You got my 6, boy. I appreciate you, man. But you guys, sure enough, man, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. I love y'all. And thank you guys so much for your time. Y'all could have been anywhere in the motherfucking internet world tonight, but y'all chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Till next time, my good people, peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do 2 things. What are those 2 things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's 2 of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.